Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market, you might have noticed the last 24 hours have been very critical. This is going to be the important stage in the crypto market bull run in 2025 that's going to decide how the market is going to play out. There was a little bit of outflow of cash for Bitcoin, which actually made it retest close to 98,000. Rather than rebounding quickly, it's actually consolidating close to 98,000. What did that do? Well, pretty much injected a lot of fear into all the altcoin market, and that's the reason why we see the whole market being in super red. How do I see this? Well, I see a discounted price before Christmas. That's all I'm going to say. On the other end, if you look at the trading volume, you can see that the whales are scooping up on this dip as much as possible, as the trading volume for Bitcoin jumped from 50 billion all the way to 64, and the trading volume for Doge falling down to 43 has caused it to also go up a little bit. On the other end, Ripple CEO says Donald Trump embraced crypto and crypto embraced Donald Trump. Dogecoin parabolic growth signaled by 41% whale boost. COINBASE CEO says SEC commissioner is a failure, and El Salvador Bitcoin advisor raises the Bitcoin price target from 220,000 to 2.2 million. There is a lot to cover today. Before we get into it, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with the crypto market, and especially Dogecoin, you want the latest and the greatest news first, I highly recommend you scroll down, tap the red subscribe button. While there, slap a like on the video, just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people. More people are paying attention to what is happening in the crypto market. The user engagement goes up, more inflow of cash, the market keeps climbing, and a lot of us make a lot of profit. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Now, first of all, I want to talk to you guys about Dogecoin. Now, it was very critical. I mentioned how Dogecoin breaking over 45 cents has helped us get out of this zone, which is pretty much the time where we got rejected multiple times. Now, right now, what just happened from this dip is we are back under that key resistance, and this is going to cause it to become a bigger resistance again, because if you pay attention to the bigger picture, you'll realize that now it's actually going to act as a lot stronger resistance, because this is the third time that we are actually experiencing a rejection from there. This resistance the next time around would be a little bit harder to break, but you do need to understand, if we're able to do the exact same thing, which is stay in the positive trend, it will be quick. That's all I'm going to say. And if you look at the overall trend, it's still pretty much in the uptrend. There's no signs of it slowing down. The only reason Bitcoin, or actually if you talk about Dogecoin specifically, the reason it experienced an outflow is due to Bitcoin actually going down as well. On the other end, there are some places which are important. First of all, the Ripple CEO mentioning that Donald Trump embraced crypto and crypto embraced him. This is huge, because you guys know how much influence XRP is having on the world right now, and the CEO saying something about Trump is definitely going to have a better impact on the overall crypto market and the US government. Now, talking about the whale activity, I mean, we talked about how 61 billion Doge with a dollar value of 23 billion were with transactions of up to 9,000 just in the last 24 hours. That's huge. There is a lot of whale activity that's definitely going through Dogecoin, and that the easiest way to see that is just seeing how much trading volume it's able to pull in. It's actually still way above BNB and Solana combined. That's the one thing I keep hinting to. I feel like Dogecoin's market cap should be sitting close to 100 billion, which is because you can see the trading volume comparison is quite close. And on the other end, you can see that the COINBASE CEO is not very happy with SEC commissioner, and Caroline was a failure as an SEC commissioner and should be voted out. That's exactly the exact words he used, and that's some strong statement. Now, the El Salvador Bitcoin advisor, you guys know El Salvador went very hard on buying a lot of Bitcoin from the government's money, and it's doing well. Their idea of actually going against it did pay off well, but he mentioned how Bitcoin was going to go to 220k, while the price range that he mentioned has changed to 2.2 million. Bitcoin Maxi, El Salvador's Bitcoin advisor, has raised his target for Bitcoin following the MicroStrategy co-founder Gold rug pull strategy. I mean, what they're seeing is they're just seeing how many big financial firm money is actually flowing into Bitcoin, and that's the best way to see how well it will do in the future. Now, another thing is the open interest has dipped 8% for Dogecoin, but if you look at the long to the short ratio, it's still sitting in the right position, close to 74%, but it's definitely got a lot of room to grow. Now, breaking news, Doge's largest wallet or whale has added 1.5 million Doge to their holding, and here's the new projected timeline for the price to hit $10, $20, and $30. Now, this is huge numbers. I'm just gonna give it to you guys. The chances of actually hitting such big numbers for Dogecoin seems a little far-fetched due to the fact how big the market cap would have to become, and that's insane. By 2040, we're expected to be at $10. Now, if you do the maths, that's close to a 20x in just about 10 to 12 years, and that's a huge return if you just compare it to a normal stock market. And Dogecoin's whopping 60 billion movement in 24 hours was also covered on some big news forums. Now, Santa rally for Bitcoin price this December. Fed expected to cut rates in December, which is obviously going to push up the Dogecoin price really hard. I mean, you can see that during the low Federal Reserve interest rate regime, in addition to corporate sales in stock, with rates held down to zero for the year after the financial crisis, there's definitely a lot of room for, let's say, it to go even higher. The Bitcoin supply cycle in mid-swing straight up, so having to peak to bottom to halving. It's pretty much the same cycle that's repeating. November blowout in crypto exchange, so Bitcoin outflow, and it was still able to hold really strong. And the EOY sales bump and pro-Bitcoin Republicans hold Washington, and they're obviously talking about Trump and his party. Now, Amazon to consider acquiring Bitcoin as strategic treasury reserve asset. There is a lot of people who want Amazon to do this, and very likely to make profit, the company is going to head into this direction. And Michael Saylor of MicroStrategy urges the US to sell gold and buy Bitcoin instead. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this does happen, seeing how Trump is trying extremely hard to ensure that he's able to get more and more people into Bitcoin as much as possible. And Amazon shareholders urge to allocation to the combat inflation. So it's very clear that something good news is going to come out very soon. And 9.9 billion net inflow into the spot Bitcoin ETF since Trump's victory. Now, that has not been a long time. You can say it's been about a month, and seeing 10 billion inflow just from the ETF for the Bitcoin, that already gives you perspective why Bitcoin is doing such good numbers. And in the future, it's going to do something similar, and it's going to definitely carry on. You just need to be a little bit patient, and we're definitely going to be seeing some returns. I thank you for watching though. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys very soon.